Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. Today is Wednesday. It is the 22nd of June. We're cruising right through June. National Chocolate Eclair Day. Ooh, that sounds good. National Kissing Day. Get over here, Heidi. National Onion Rings Day. I'm not a fan of the onion, but I like the ring.
You were so weird.
It
you
is
pull
weird.
the onion out of them.
I'm not a fan of onions. And National HVAC Technician Day. So if you're nice and cool because of an air conditioner today, you should say thanks to the person who keeps that thing going. And I'm super excited to have back on the program Sheila E. And Sheila E. is an amazing musician, but we're really not going to be talking to her a whole lot about music. What we're going to be talking to her about is a program called Eureka on Disney Junior, and she gets to play one of the characters on this program, and the character's a drummer. And Sheila E. happens to be one of the finest drummers in the entire world, which is really, really cool.
Nice.
And it was just announced like last Friday. She's got a star coming to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So get a chat with her about all of this fun stuff coming up in a bit.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Recent survey says 47% of Americans put aside money throughout the year for summer activities. So they talked to 2,537 adults over the age of 18. What kind of things do people stash money away for? It says, how much do you plan to spend on activities? So here are some of the things that they're going to do. Amusement parks, pool memberships, concert tickets, summer camps. How much money do you think the average person stashes away to be able to have fun during the summer, Heidi? Do you have a number in mind?
Oh, gosh.
A dollar amount.
1,500.
So 1,500 would be 14% are over 1,000.
Okay.
So we'll do the whole list here. 100 to 250 is 24%. Less than 100, 23%. 251 to 500 is 22%. 501 to 1,000 is 17%. And then more than 1,000 is 14%. So, yeah, there you go. I've got that list, by the way, if you're trying to, prove to somebody that, hey, we need to save a little more. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know General Motors is developing a car rental service that's truly out of this world?
I did not know.
The automaker teamed up with Lockheed Martin to develop a line of lunar mobility vehicles. It would provide transportation for manned missions visiting the moon. Yeah. The collaboration aims to have the vehicles ready for the first manned moon mission in 2025.
Wow.
Can you even imagine? It's like a couple years from now.
Yeah.
The vehicles are being designed with autonomous driving capability and will be able to carry humans or gear around the lunar surface. The vehicles will be sent to the moon ahead of the mission and made available for lease to any government-led expedition there, either from the U.S. or from other nations. So it's not like you and I can go. You have to be like with a government.
I see.
I was super excited for a minute there. Then I was like, oh, well, got to get the government involved. Okay. Hey, we don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Bryan Cranston nearly wiped out the cast of The Office when he directed an episode. The Breaking Bad star helmed the episode Work Bus. The actors renamed it Death Bus after an air conditioning unit was found to have been pumping exhaust fumes into where the cast was working.
Yikes.
So apparently that was recently brought up on a talk show. And Uma Thurman, Paul Walker, And the Jonas Brothers are some of the 24 famous names that'll be gracing the iconic Hollywood Walk of Fame next year. Thurman was selected under the motion picture category, along with Vince Vaughn, Ludacris, Bill Pullman, and director John Waters. Oscar-nominated actress Juanita Moore and the beloved star of the Fast and Furious franchise, Paul Walker, are due to be honored posthumously. They both passed away. Some of the other folks going to be making it on the list here. I'm not going to read the whole thing because there's way, way too many. Ralph Macchio, Jon Favreau. Who else is on the list here? Blake Shelton, Charlie Wilson. And our guest for today, Sheila E. Yeah, she's on this list. So this announcement was made last Friday. We'll chat with her about that coming up.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Catnip is not just pleasurable for cats, it's practical. So when your cat rubs or rolls or chews or licks catnip leaves, it leads to the release of compounds that might protect that cat from mosquitoes. Ooh, maybe we need some catnip.
Okay.
According to new research out of Japan, compounds called iridiods in catnip, I'm sure I said that right, by the way.
I'm sure you did.
iridioids. Iridiods. I don't know how you say it. Anyway, it acts as an insect repellent. They're released when the cat rubs their bodies against these catnip leaves. Sometimes catnip can be called cat mint, by the way. It's a silver vine is another name for it, but they're all used in cat toys because cats just love it. But I bet not all cats, because there's probably at least one cat that's like, not really for me. And it's the end of Internet Explorer as of last week.
I saw things online like that were mentioning that. But
Yeah, Microsoft shut down the browser. Now, there are very few people who were still using that browser, but there were some apparently. The move comes 27 years after they debuted in 1995. Think about that. Holy cow.
Wow.
Now, most people who try to open the tab will be directed to the company's new browser, Microsoft Edge. In a blog post from May of 2021, Microsoft explained they were moving away from Internet Explorer, and beginning with the June 15th retirement date, then it got moved to, I guess it was last week. The platform would go out of support for certain versions of Windows 10. So, I know a bunch of people who used that for a long time. I used that for a long time. That was kind of the standard for many years. And then all of a sudden, it seemed like there was a plethora of options. And probably one of the most popular now, I'd say, is Google Chrome. That gets used a lot.
Right. That's what we both have.
Well, and it just kind of comes standard. Like, That's what Internet Explorer used to be. It's like when you'd open up your computer, oh, this is here, I'll just use that. So the one that gets loaded, like automatic, I'm sure has probably got a huge advantage. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with Sheila E. She is one of the best drummers in the world. And congratulations on your new star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We'll chat about that here in a minute. But first, let's talk about this. You're in a new program called Eureka. It's on Disney Junior and Disney Plus. And I see in here your character is a drummer. Boy, that's going to be tough to play, right?
It was. I had to reach for that one.
Again, Sheila's one of the best drummers in the world, so when they were thinking, we need a drummer to play this part, it absolutely makes sense for them to think of you. And that's got to be kind of a cool feeling to get that call.
Oh, my God. I was so excited because I have a bucket list, and, this is something on my bucket list to be able to do even a small animated part anywhere, and this was very, very very exciting when I got the call. I was like, yes!
Well, I think it's really cool that you get to be the voice on this character.
I want to say that being a part of this is very important because Eureka is a young girl, and this is, I think it's great for kids right now, but Eureka is a young girl with a big imagination. She's got a big heart. She's always dreaming and really thinking outside the box, and I think that that's important for young people. And she makes inventions and contraptions and things like that, and she's always wanting to make the world a better place. I think that in itself for Eureka, inspiring young kids, I loved when I read this whole idea of who she was. And my character, Yurt, yes, a famous drummer. Eureka lives in prehistoric times, in prehistoric world where dinosaurs and humans coexist in Rocky Falls. Eureka has a young a friend who's also a drummer, Barry, her best friend. He's also a drummer. I love that they asked me to do this because it's kind of real life for me, in that every day I'm constantly trying to mentor young people, especially because of social media. I can reach out to their parents and I speak with them and encourage them to say, hey, keep doing what you're doing. I'm watching you. I'm a fan, and, keep doing what you do in practice. And I speak to kids all the time from all over the world. So to be able to play Yurt as a character, to come in to this city where Eureka is, and her best friend Barry wants to show me what he's playing, but he's so influenced by me that he's trying to mimic me. And the lesson is that I want the young people to be able to be themselves. I want to hear what Barry sounds like. Barry, it's okay, be yourself. And I think that that's an important message for kids to be able. We want to hear your voice. Who are you? Through these times.
I think that is fantastic. Now, in Eureka, in addition to hearing your voice, they're also going to hear you playing the drums too, right?
Yeah, which is pretty cool because I didn't even think that it was going to be me playing. And that, it wasn't even a thought. And they're like, yeah, we want you to play. There's the section where, there's a few minutes here where you can play something, and teaching Barry how to play. I'm like, oh, it would be awesome. So we videotaped me in my studio so that they can see my movement. And then they said, okay, now, is it okay that you play Barry's part as well, because you're teaching him, and what would he play if he was listening to you play? And I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. So I played both parts, and this morning was the first time that I saw a little bit of the clip, and to be able to hear my voice and see me in animation, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool.
That is really cool. Again, it's called Eureka. It's on Disney Junior and Disney Plus starting today, actually, is when it comes out. Now, in addition to that, there was a recent announcement that you are going to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Congratulations.
It's not going to happen till next year. I haven't chosen the date yet because you have to submit options on dates. I wanted to do it this year. Once they announced it on Friday, I was like, can I do it this year? Because this is my 50th year in the business professionally. Nice. And I will be 65 this year. And I'm like, this would be awesome to do it this year. But everything is already booked up. So now I'm moving into next year to get the star. But I'm very excited about this. It's truly an honor.
Congratulations on the star, and also congratulations on the new role on Disney Junior's Eureka. Thanks for taking the time to chat.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Again, Sheila E. has been our guest today. You can find her voice and her drumming skills on a new program called Eureka. It's on Disney Plus and Disney Junior starting today. All of the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
During World War II, novelty toilet paper was printed with images of Hitler, Hirohito, and Mussolini.
Oh, my.
I wonder if there's some of that stuff around still, because, that's probably worth some dough nowadays.
It probably is worth some dough.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Pope Francis used to be a nightclub bouncer. I just love thinking of that.
Really?
That's the fact that the Pope was a bouncer. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Earth is still cooling from its formation 4.5 billion years ago. So it's still cooling.
Wow.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
No matter how cold it gets, gasoline will not freeze. And
Really?
yeah, and neither will the price. Oh, did I say that out loud? And finally, no, I guess I got room for two more. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Peaches are members of the almond family.
Okay.
I never thought of that, but I suppose.
Oh, yeah, with
it's
that
like the pit
nut
in the middle.
yeah.
And our final fun fact for you,
What's
Heidi.
that, John?
All bran is only 87% bran. So the one that's called all bran, it's not all bran.
Oh.
87% bran.
What's the rest?
I don't know. That is several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by mintervention.com. Question for today. 25% of men say they turned into their father when they began doing this. What was it? 25% of men say they feel like they turned into their father when they started doing this.
Taking care of a lawn.
No. Answer is dancing badly at parties and family gatherings.
Oh.
I can see that. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. New Zealand has revealed plans to impose a carbon tax on farmers to tackle one of the country's biggest sources of greenhouse gases. Barnyard animals, well, you know what, coming from the tailpipe. Yeah. Proceeds from the new climate movement will be directed into research, development, and advisory services to benefit farmers that are working out solutions for this issue. There's a lot of things.
What are you talking about?
Talking about cows with gas, Heidi.
Okay.
Yeah, the tax on agriculture emissions, that's what they call it, would make New Zealand the first country to make the farmers pay for this issue, for their cows or for sheep. New Zealand is home to 5 million people, but 10 million cattle and 26 million sheep. So that's really like, hey, you know, we could maybe fix this problem. But I don't know, what would that mean, like changing the diet of the animals to find a way where they don't do that? Because it's like a natural thing, you know. So it's weird. That's why it's weird news
I
brought
don't think
to you.
you should mess with that.
Yeah.
That's just my own opinion.
Yeah, weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. The top attractions for 2022 according to TripAdvisor. They have a Traveler's Choice Awards. Number 10, Trevi Mountain. It's in Rome. Never been there. Number 9, Garden of the Gods. I've never been there either, but that's in Colorado Springs. We could go check that sometime. Number 8, the Roman Baths. That is in Bath, United Kingdom.
Okay.
Another one, Iguazu Falls in South America. Have not seen that. Plaza de Pena in Seville, Spain. Number 5, Gallery degli Uffizi in Florence.
I'm sure you nailed that
Okay.
too.
Number 7, Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque Center, and this is in Abu Dhabi. Number 3, Empire State Building. I've seen that before in New York City. Number 2, the Colosseum, which is in Rome. I've not seen that.
I would like to, though.
And number 1 on the list, Basilica de la Sagrada Familia. Okay, it's the... We'll just call it the Basilica. It's the Roman Catholic Church in Barcelona. So there you go. All of those hit the top 10 for the list from TripAdvisor. You can find it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Our quote today, another one from the Golden Girls, Sophia this time.
That's been on a lot.
Yeah, well, you open the Golden Girls can and everybody's got one.
Everybody wants to be
Sophia
involved.
from the Golden Girls said, "No matter how bad things get, remember these sage words. You're old. You sag. Get over it." I love it. All right, the quote of the day comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Here is the story for today. Kalia Carter's senior quote is ringing true. For her quote, the Fort Myers, Florida resident chose, it's almost impossible to get it done until it's done. So if you put your mind to it and work for it, you will do it. She's been living by this sentiment since mid-April when she was hit by an alleged drunk driver and suffered traumatic brain injuries.
Wow.
Instead of going to classes, she spent the last few months in physical therapy. She's been learning how to walk once again. Carter had to miss out on the typical end-of-year activities for seniors, but vowed to attend graduation. She made it clear that her goal was to walk across that stage,
Wow.
unassisted, to receive her diploma. When graduation day came, she did exactly that. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
Her mother, Shada Cook, said her reaction was, wow, this girl has the strength to move on. We need to look up to her. So I love that. Think about how awful that would be right before graduating to get struck by a car.
I couldn't even imagine.
And it was an alleged drunk driver. Here's one of the things I got to say about that. There is never, ever an excuse to drink and drive.
Mm-hmm.
Never, ever. If you have been drinking, there are so many ways to get where you need to go.
Yep.
Ask for help, and I guarantee you somebody will get you home.
Yep.
If you can't afford a ride, I guarantee you somebody will get you home. There will be a way. Call a friend, somebody somehow, but don't ever drink and drive. This girl, lucky to be alive, by the way, could have been so much worse. But what an inspiration.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I've got that story if you want to read the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.